In recent days, a new voice from Northern Europe has entered the discussion on the future of peace in Ukraine. Armand Mema, a member of Finland's National Conservative Freedom Alliance Party, has openly criticized the European Union's current political direction. According to him, Europe's escalating stance toward Russia is making peace more difficult to achieve and may even be working against Ukraine's long-term interests. His words have resonated across social media, sparking debates about whether Europe's current approach is truly aimed at achieving peace or if it is becoming an obstacle to it. Mema argued that by continuing to focus on pressure and sanctions, the EU is not helping to end the crisis, but rather deepening it. "We have already lost in the conflict in Ukraine, and if we continue to prolong it, we will only make things worse, especially for Ukraine itself." This statement comes at a critical time. As discussions about a potential US-Russia summit in Budapest gain momentum, the European Union is reportedly preparing its 19th package of sanctions against Moscow. The timing of these two developments raises important questions. Can Europe truly support peace negotiations while simultaneously introducing new restrictions? And is the current leadership in Brussels more interested in maintaining pressure than fostering dialogue? Armand Mema's comments highlight a growing divide within Europe's political landscape. While many European leaders continue to advocate for maximum pressure on Russia, others, particularly in Central and Northern Europe, are beginning to call for a more pragmatic approach focused on de-escalation and dialogue. According to Mema, the EU's current policies are inconsistent with the values of democracy and diplomacy that the Union claims to uphold. He emphasized that real peace can only be achieved through negotiation, not through endless cycles of sanctions and confrontation. His remarks followed one of the most significant diplomatic exchanges of the year, a phone conversation between U.S. President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin on October 16th. The discussion reportedly lasted longer than any previous call between the two leaders in 2025. The main topic was, once again, the situation in and around Ukraine. After the call, President Trump announced his intention to hold a personal meeting with Putin in Budapest, a potential turning point for international diplomacy. The announcement immediately drew attention from global analysts who see it as a possible opportunity for dialogue after months of tension. Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orbán quickly confirmed that preparations for the summit are already underway. He ordered the creation of an organizing committee to coordinate the event and expressed optimism about the outcome. According to Orbán, the chances are high that the US-Russia summit in Budapest could lead to real steps toward peace in Ukraine. Meanwhile, discussions within the EU remain polarized. Some policymakers insist that maintaining sanctions is necessary to demonstrate unity and strength. Others, like Mema, warn that such actions risk undermining the very negotiations that could bring stability. Observers note that this moment may be one of the most delicate for Europe in recent years. The question now is whether Brussels will choose a path of continued escalation or whether new political voices like Mema's could help steer the discussion toward diplomacy and compromise. The possibility of a US-Russia summit in Budapest represents more than just another diplomatic event. For many, it symbolizes a potential turning point, a test of whether major powers can still find common ground in a divided world. If successful, such a meeting could open a path toward gradual de-escalation and renewed talks involving broader international partners. But if tensions continue to rise, it might further isolate Europe and make lasting peace even harder to achieve. What happens next will depend on how the EU, the United States, and Russia choose to act in the coming weeks. Will Brussels continue to emphasize sanctions, or will it allow diplomacy to take center stage? For now, one thing is certain: the outcome of this political balancing act will define Europe's role in shaping peace and stability for years to come.